This next video is going to show you how to create a tour in Google Earth, and what that will allow you to do is select several locations around the world and save them as one project. So if your students were to open them up on the computer lab, they can go to the different locations that you've chosen for them. I'm going to create an example here with landmarks and important places in Texas. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to where it says My Places, and I'm going to click on My Places, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to add a folder. So inside this folder, this is where I'm going to have my Texas landmarks. So I'm going to type Texas landmarks as my title, and I'm going to click OK. Now I need to remember every time I add a place mark or a different place on the map, I'm going to have to make sure that I have clicked on the Texas landmark folder. If I click here or any other folder, it's not going to put it in the right spot. So the first place I'm going to visit is the Alamo. So I can type in San Antonio, or if you just type the Alamo, you should be able to search and find it. So now it's finding the Alamo for me. Now, like I showed it in the last video, if I scroll in, get a little bit closer, there's the Alamo. And if this is the location that I want the kids to go to, what I have to do is I have to place a push pin, or also called a place mark. So I'm going to come over here to that folder that I created, Texas Landmarks. I'm going to right click. This time I'm going to add a place mark. And this place mark, the name of it, I'm going to type the Alamo, because that's where I'm going to visit. In the description box, you can type facts in here, information that you want in your lesson for the kids. Also, you can copy and paste website links, so that not only could they open up Google Earth to find the Alamo, you could have a link to maybe an encyclopedia article about the Alamo or a website about the Alamo. So your whole lesson can be built into this Google Earth. So you can just type information and so on in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click OK. You see the yellow push pin. That means I've labeled that correctly. And if I look to the left, I can see I have a Texas landmark folder, and then I have an Alamo link. Now I want to go ahead and let's try to go to the San Jacinto Monument. Here, again, make sure that you're clicking on the folder, because when I add my place mark, I'm going to put it right next to the Alamo there. So let's type in San Jacinto Monument. That should take me exactly where I want to go. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in here. Now, there it is. So when I get to the point that I want my picture, I'm going to go ahead and, again, add a place mark. So I click on the Texas Landmark folder, right click, and let's add a place mark. Up at the top, you're going to title it San Jacinto Monument. Here, again, I can type some facts, copy and paste website. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And now you can see on the left here, I have in my Texas Landmark folder, I have the Alamo. If I scroll down a little bit, and I have the San Jacinto Monument. Let's add one more. I'm going to search and go to Austin, Texas. I'm going to try to find the Capitol building. This one's a little bit trickier to find. You have to scroll in, and you're looking for that space up at the top here. That has all the trees, and there's the Capitol building. Okay, so once I get here, again, I'm going to click on my Texas Landmark folder, right click and add my place mark, call this Texas Capitol Building. Again, type what I want inside the description box, click OK. Okay, so now I'm ready to go on my Texas Landmark tour. And if I were to open this from the beginning, if I double click on Alamo, it should take me to the Alamo. If I double click on my next place mark, San Jacinto Monument, and it's going to take me right there. Perfect. And Texas Capitol Building, it should take me there. Now, in order to save it, because you want these things all in one file, I'm going to click on that Texas Landmark folder. If I right click again, I can go to where it says Save Place As. And although it says place, it means everything that's inside this folder. So I'm going to right click and Save Place As, and I'm just going to put it on the desktop and save it. Now I'm going to close this, and you'll see what I saved. It says Texas Landmarks, and it has a picture of the Google Earth. Now I can email this to my teacher friends. I could go ahead and put it on the S drive, and then anytime somebody opens it, it should take them right to the tour that I created. And the only thing that you might want to keep in mind is sometimes it opens up here and I don't see it. So they have to go down here to where it says Places. And then they should see, oh, there's the Texas Landmark folder. There we go. All right. So why don't you spend the next couple minutes trying this out before we go to the next one.